got back from a walk. It's kind of drizzly and rainy today, so I got a bit wet, but that's all right. My auntie just texted me and said that she's in town and she's going to, there's a little farmer's market just up the road from us. So, well, it's more so like a farm gate where they just put out produce and things like that. So she said, did I want to go with them? So I'm going to go with them, see if I can pick up a few little bits and pieces. And then I thought I would do a bit of a vlogging day today. I feel like it's been so long since I've vlogged, and I have a few things that I want to do, like some baking and some cooking. I've got so much cauliflower to work with. I have to do something with, probably some soup, maybe some other recipe. So yeah, I thought I would vlog today, share with you a little bit of what's been happening, what I'm up to, and a few other updates. Got a little munchkin here who needs some brekkie. And a little bit of attention, I think. Hey? Hey? There have been so many bunnies around the place. We've had just like baby bunnies, bigger bunnies, so many bunnies, and Nala's absolutely loving it. She loves looking out the window and watching the bunnies, don't you? And the birds, having a good old time. So I think I got a bunch of different clips. I'll put them in here because it's super cute to watch her watching the bunnies. And even though they're technically a pest, it's really nice to just have little bunnies running around in the backyard. Much better. All right, so I'm gonna have some breakfast, and then I thought I would start prepping the apples before my auntie comes to get me. So there's a whole lot of peeling and chopping involved. I'm gonna make these delicious apple muffins, and I'll share the recipe with you because it's so good. I kind of came up with the recipe a little while ago. I was experimenting. I had some stewed apples to use up, and I thought, why not try and turn them into muffins? And they turned out absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna recreate that again and I'll share it with you, but I think I might start the process of preparing the apples because that does take a while. My go-to breakfast pretty much every day is muesli, yogurt and some berries, and then a drizzle of honey on top. Chickens are going to enjoy, whoops. The chickens are going to enjoy these scraps. You can add sugar as well, but I don't think it needs it because the apple itself is so sweet, and when you cook it, all of the sweetness comes out, the natural sugars. So I'm not going to put sugar in, but you can if you want it to be extra sweet. So I'm just going to pop the lid on because my auntie will be here in a few minutes and I'll come back to this later. I'm back. That was so nice. My auntie and uncle picked me up and took me to the farm gate, and we got a few things. I got some lemons and a little tomato seedling for the garden, so another seedling to plant. And then we went and got a coffee in town, so that was really nice. So I just spoke to Alex. He's on his way back from Melbourne. I'm gonna cook up those apples that I prepared before. And then I think I might make some cauliflower soup. I feel like there's so much more I would like to do with the cauliflower, but right now I can't really be bothered figuring that out. So I think I might just process, like chop it all up and put some in a container to do something with it this week for perhaps dinners, and then make some soup with a bunch of other cauliflower, which I feel like I've shared on here. I feel like I've shared that recipe a couple of times before, but I'll still leave it in the description just in case. It's my go-to cauliflower broccoli soup recipe. It's really straightforward and easy. So I'm gonna put a podcast on, get nice and cozy, and spend the next couple of hours in the kitchen. I just added a little bit of extra water in, and I'll just keep this cooking here for, I don't know, maybe another 20 minutes, half an hour. We'll see how we go. Alright, so let me show you what I got up to. I feel like I barely even made a dent in the cauliflower, but I absolutely have. So I've chopped up enough to make another soup during the week. I'm also going to make a cauliflower cheese with this. I've just got to make a white sauce. I chopped this up really finely. I thought I could do like a cauliflower rice, fried rice for some sort of a lunch or dinner. And then here are my beautiful stewed apples, which I'm going to use shortly for the muffins that I want to make. And then over here, we've got our beautiful cauliflower soup. Look how smooth and creamy that is. It's going to be so good. So I used a lot of cauliflower, as you would have seen. And then we've got heaps of scraps here for the chooks. So they will be very, very happy about that. Just bringing you into my office so we can catch up. I'm a little bit red, I think, from just being in the kitchen and doing all that cooking. But yeah, I thought I'd just come on here and do share a few other little updates. So it's spring now. As you would have seen in my last video, we are full into spring. And just the other day, Alex and I planted, well, I actually did it because I wanted to film it for TikTok and for a short. So you might have seen that go up already. But yeah, I planted all of our spring veggies. So after this clip, I'll put in the video what I did. A little bit of footage of me planting our spring, summer vegetables. I feel like I need to take a deep breath. Sometimes when I talk, I just get a little too excited and I forget to breathe properly. But I have a box of stuff here that I wanted to show you, which is really exciting. So we'll start off with, first of all, the other update I wanted to give you is that we have a broody hen at the moment, a broody chicken, which means she is wanting some babies, and I said, Kerry Ann, I know exactly how you feel. I get it. So it's really sad because every day I have to kind of like lift her up and take the eggs out. And obviously we don't have a rooster, so the eggs aren't fertilized. But this morning, actually for the last week, I've been thinking about maybe we could get some fertilized eggs and we could give her some eggs that she can sit on. I don't know why I'm getting like emotional thinking about it. But I thought maybe we could get her some eggs and she can sit on them and hatch them, and then we can have some baby chickens. So anyway, this morning when I was at the farm gate with my auntie and uncle, I asked one of the farmers and I said, do you have fertilized eggs? Do you sell fertilized eggs? Because she mentioned that they have a rooster or maybe multiple roosters. They're like full-blown farmers or homesteaders. And she said that that all of their eggs are fertilized. So you can just buy them and eat the eggs, and I didn't realize this was not something that I was really aware of, but if a chicken sits on those eggs because they've been fertilized by a rooster, then if they sit on the eggs for 3 weeks, then they might hatch. So I'm thinking about it. I spoke to Alex. We're going to chat a little bit more about logistics because it might mean changing the setup with the chickens. We might need to create a separate spot for her so that she has her own kind of private spot to sit on the eggs and then hatch them and raise the babies, which is so cute. It gets me excited about the thought about having baby chickens. And yeah, so that's another little update from our home. And excitingly, I have some new journals that I wanted to show you. I actually already opened the package because I wanted to film a little unboxing TikTok. So I already know what's in here, but I am one of Magic of Eye's ambassadors, which is really exciting. I'm part of their ambassador program. So Magic of Eye, you might have seen, I have been using for years, like five or more years. I've been using and loving their journals. They are so beautiful. They're all vegan leather. Let me just pull them out and show you. I need to take another deep breath. I'm talking too fast. Let's do a deep breath together, shall we? This is like what I help my clients with in our workshops and meditations. Breathing deeply, taking nice deep breaths throughout the day. Look at this. Isn't it so beautiful? So there's actually two journals that they've sent me. So as part of their ambassador program, they've sent me these as a gift. This is not sponsored. However, I do have a discount code. So if you would like to get some of your own journals, then I have a discount code, which I'll leave below. I think it's just Hannah Weir. And oh my gosh. So this is actually their 2026 planner. And it's so beautiful. I'll show a few close-up shots so you can really get a look at it. But what I love about their planners is their astrological planners. So they have info about all of the different astrological transits. I'm not super into astrology. I'm very interested in it, but I've gone a lot deeper into human design. As you probably know, if you watch my videos, I am obsessed with human design. And I feel like these systems kind of speak to you in different ways. Like, sometimes you might find that one system really resonates and another doesn't, even though they're very much intertwined. Like human design is based off astrology and other systems and ancient wisdoms, I suppose. But yeah, it's just really beautiful. I love the layout. There's a spot to do your intentions. What are the 5 most important intentions for you this year? So it's very much based around living intentionally, which is why this brand resonates with me so much, because that's what is really important to me, is to live with intention. And they have sections where you can write down all of your dreams and your goals and aligning with your purpose. They're just so beautiful. And then of course they have the calendar overview and then monthly goals. Like there's so many different sections in here. And then you've got your standard kind of planner spreads with each day of the year. So super excited to use this next year. I wouldn't normally go for like a black. That's kind of a little bit of a different color. Normally I go for like the light browns and kind of the mushroom and the green colors, but this is beautiful. I love the gold. It's kind of like a holographic gold You can see just how beautiful. And then they've also sent me a Libra journal. So I have one of these already. I'm looking at my bookshelf and I have so many on my bookshelf already. And I've gone through so many of these because I use them every day. I journal every day before bed, and so beautiful. Look, your creative potential is infinite. This is just like a blank lined journal. It has the beautiful holographic edge. Is that what you would call it? Edge of the pages. Has a nice little ribbon to keep your spot, and this little bit of elastic so you can close it up. And yeah, I just love this brand so much. I can't speak more highly of it, and I'm very grateful to be a part of their ambassador program and to have a code for you, so you can get, I think, 10% off if you use my code, which is really exciting. Set yourself up for the year ahead. They also included in the package this 2026 moons reference sheet, which I love because I actually do, even though I'm not so versed in all of the astrological transits and the different signs and houses and all those things, I do love to work with the moon. I'm very much connected in that way to the moon. I love to have full moon rituals, new moon rituals, and I just feel like these forces influence us so much. Even if we're not super spiritual or we're not so connected with it, we're all affected by the moon and the different cycles and seasons of life. So very, very excited to share that with you. And the other thing I wanted to share with you was my birthday present from my dad. So he got me a gift voucher to this company called You Need, and I've already opened. Obviously my birthday was like coming up on 2 months ago, but I've been saving this to share with you. So I got it's a sourdough company. I should have said that. So I got this sourdough starter jar, and it has, hang on a sec, let's open this up. I have been saying for ages that I'm about to enter my sourdough era. I actually kept a sourdough starter alive for a good chunk of the last year, and then for whatever reason I gave up on it. Probably should have done this earlier. I'm so pink. My face is so pink. I get really like red in the face. Anyway, this is my new sourdough starter jar, and it has a thermal, okay, I need to figure out how to use this. It has a thermal sticker, so I think that tells you the temperature of the room, which can help with your sourdough starter. Again, I have no idea about any of this stuff, but I'm really excited to learn. I also got a few other things. So I got this toolbox, which comes with a bunch of different tools. So it's got a bench scraper, it's got a little, no, this is the lamb, I believe it's called. It's like the blade that you use to score the sourdough. And I got another little lamb, which I'm sure I'll show you in my videos coming up, all this stuff. Got some recipe and instructions, and got the basket with the cover. I think that's like a cotton cover. I also got this, I should have looked up what it's called. I'll put it on the screen, but it's to mix the water and the starter. And I got some dough paints, which is really exciting. So classic Hannah, I'm like already getting excited about the sourdough art without actually mastering the baking of the sourdough. I'm already thinking ahead about like how I'm gonna make all these beautiful sourdough loaves, but I haven't actually started baking the bread. I think it's this old perfectionistic part of me that doesn't want to do something unless I can do it perfectly. And I know that that's just so like unhealthy, and it's definitely something that I want to get over. But yeah, there's this real like fear of trying, if I can't do it perfectly, trying something new. And I think this is something that so many of us need to kind of just get over it, like just give it a go. And you know, my biggest expander has been my dad, because he got into sourdough. That's why we've like bonded over this interest in sourdough, and he got me this gift for my birthday. But he just decided he wanted to make sourdough, and he started, and he grew his own starter. He made it from scratch, and he did a few loaves, and they didn't turn out exactly, you know, perfectly, but he's managed to perfect it and continue to do it. And he's made some really amazing sourdough loaves. So shout out to my dad. I know he watches my videos. I'm so proud of you and I love you. And I'm excited to make some sourdough myself as well. A couple more things to show you. So I got this little brush. I think that's to clean the bowl. Is that what you call it? Basket. I think this is called a basket. And then I got this flour duster thing. I just went a little bit wild, but I had so much fun. Like, I was genuinely so excited picking everything out. And then when it arrived, unboxing everything and looking at everything. And then also as part of this gift, I got a online course. So I'm going to do that online course. I'm committing to it. I'm saying it in the video, which means I have to do it. And so hopefully next time I come on here with a new vlog, I'll at least have made some progress. I'm going to hold myself to that. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys some of this exciting stuff that I've got. I don't really buy myself new things often. I don't get new things often. Very much a minimalist in that aspect, or at least moving towards being one. So it's kind of fun and exciting when you do get some new goodies to share. All right, I'm like pooped after all that talking, all that cooking. So I am going to bake those apple and cinnamon muffins this afternoon. I'm gonna like cut now and I'm gonna show you our veggie garden update. All right, we're going to do a little garden haul. So I've got a bunch of seedlings here. We've got some beetroot, we've got some capsicums, we've got silver beet and some marigolds. These help with fending off bugs. And then we've also got some cucumbers. I love cucumbers so much. So what I need to do is clear out some space in the garden beds. We've still got a few winter veggies in there, a few things to harvest and pull out and create some space in the garden beds. And then I can plant all of these beautiful little seedlings. So let's do it. We already got our tomatoes and basil in the other day. Basil is a great companion herb for tomatoes. So these are looking really good. And hopefully we have an amazing season of tomatoes. Our Brussels sprouts did not really work this season, so I'm just pulling these out and the chickens will very much enjoy all those leaves. But we do have this cauliflower, which is enormous, so I'm going to harvest this now. So this is everything I've just harvested. We've got a bunch of cauliflower, we've got lots of beautiful big beetroot, and then we've got some not green beans, they're actually broad beans, the green looking beans. These are delicious. We had some in our dinner last night. So that's my little haul, and now it's time to plant the seedlings. So now I'm going to wrap up the video and say thank you so much for joining me today. It's always such a pleasure to come on here and do a bit of vlogging. I feel like life has just been so busy lately. A lot has been happening, all good things, all amazing things, but it's just meant that I haven't had as much space and time to kind of create some vlogs. So hopefully things will settle down a little bit, and yeah, just grateful to be able to connect with you and come on here whenever I'm able to. So hope you are doing well. I'm sending you all of my love, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.